Thanks for tuning into the market. It's a Friday, and which is why I'm just in a shirt. It's the weekend, so let's try and make the most of it. But before we do that, before we sink fully into the weekend, and by the way, there are a bunch of news flows, news stories or news bits that are going to come out during the second half of the day as well. So it promises to be an action-packed day. But from a market's perspective, we are done. Yes, we will follow the US markets, what they do today and what Asia does Monday morning. But for now, for our markets, we are done. And boy, it was actually a good day for the banks. I think banks led the way and financials led the way, as a result of which the Nifty had, some cheer to show about. So we ended in the green, but as you will see from the chart here, that the Nifty 50 did just about 0.67%. And yes, there is a Wipro out there, which has probably been the stock of the week. But just look at what the others have done. ICICI Bank, Axis Bank, HDFC Bank. I mean, when banks move up so much and Bank Nifty does so well, there's very little chance of the markets having a bad day. And all of this has happened despite Reliance. Remember, viewers, I was telling you on the morning show today that I think uh, that we've done 1,000 points on the index without Reliance being the top contributor. There's some other numbers or other stocks, the likes of banking names or IT names, which are essentially doing what they are doing. So good going, really, from a market's perspective. Just the point that it was led predominantly by the banks. 1100. It was the best week in 4 months. 1100 points, Sensex over 3,000 points in the last 10 sessions. And by the way, remember, viewers, we are at 11914. If we cross 12182, we will erase all the losses for 2020. That's the kind of move that we've had. The broader markets, and again, financials ruled there. I would reckon that the market breadth, much like yesterday, would be slightly in favor of the decline. So 213 advances to 288 declines. So the advance decline ratio doesn't look all that great. But look at the left side and look at the financials. LIC Housing Finance, PNB Housing, Bank of Baroda, PNB, and then, of course, the larger ones, yes, but RBL Bank out there. All of these, Canfin Homes, I mean, all of the financial names did really well. There were some others, the likes of Thyrocare, which did well despite Dr. Lal PathLabs not doing all that well. Of course, we already spoke about Wipro. Trident continues to move up. So those are a few names, but essentially led by financials. What didn't do well, Future Retail continues to grind lower. Solara corrected a little bit after moving up on the Macquarie node. Amber Enterprises corrected a bit. Both Amber and Dixon have been going down the last few days. Lotus Labs comes off a little bit, down about 3.5%. Garwari Technical comes off 3.5%. So some of the high-flying names have certainly come down, but by and large, it was a financial-led move, and that seems to be staying put. Now, keep in mind that the global cues are positive. The European markets are trading with a degree of green, you would have to admit, or not a deep cash into any of the key major indices on the global side. And the Dow futures, the last time I checked, were also trading with a bit of green. At least the Nasdaq futures were. This is what Europe is doing, and as I said, no deep gashes. These 0.5% in the green. CAC is up 0.5% in the green. So there, the markets are doing okay. Futures are doing okay, as I said. The Nasdaq futures, so that seems to be doing well for themselves. Now, viewers, keep in mind 2 or 3 things that you need to watch out for next week. We'll actually have a full throttle in terms of numbers or results coming out, led predominantly, of course, by IT names, because we'll have HCL Technologies, we'll have Wipro, we have Persistent Systems, and a bunch of others which will come out. So it will be dominated by what information technology does. Mindtree, I think, comes out on about 16th. So a bunch of these information technology names that come out with results, but full throttle earnings, which some of the other names also come out, and therefore it's an interesting earning week. We are 1 week closer to the US elections, and therefore maybe volatility might move up. And I don't have any updates as of now, the final updates on Vedanta, but it could well happen that Vedanta promoters, which have shown the intent, or rather the mood, or they've expressed the willingness to have a counter offer as well, means that delisting drama would continue into the next week too. So maybe that is something that will happen as well. But all in all, watch out. Banks are looking okay right now. IT is looking rock solid. And if pharma continues to participate once the results start coming out, then you actually have a fair degree of the market doing okay, along with Reliance, which should hold us in good stead. The RBI press conference today was rather dovish, as some people said, even without a rate cut, and that should only aid. But on that note, it's a wrap on this leg of the market wrap. Thanks so much for tuning in. Have a great weekend, everybody. Stay safe. keep social distancing, wear your masks, and I'll see you Monday morning on Trade Setup.